Meech, where's my husband?
Just shooting outside the club.
Okay, y'all, so our boys are down in Hotlanta, y'all, getting a freak on at the Freaknik. Now, we all know that not only are they going to be there for, the pleasure aspect of it and to have fun, but they are always about business and always trying to figure out how to make these connections and how to expand. So, essentially, Meech and Terry are going to end up taking Bmckie out there. Now, we are going to learn that Terry thinks that Bmckie needs to be gone, and eventually Meech is going to agree, but we all know that Meech is uneasy about this and that this is his day one and that he just doesn't want to do this. So he tells Terry okay, but I honestly never thought he was going to go through with it, and as we get to the end of the episode, we are going to see that he actually can't go through with it. Now, y'all, meanwhile, while they were out there in Hotlanta, they did make some connections and they also made a few enemies as well, and they lost a real one. Now, Meech and Terry are going to end up paying off some old debt, so of course they are going to break Goldie off, and we are also going to learn that Goldie has a sister who is dying from AIDS. Now, when Meech sees her, he doesn't really know what to think, and of course Goldie hasn't actually told him the story about her just yet when he first sees her, and this kind of scares Meech, and then they end up going to see Ty Washington. Now, when they get to Ty Washington, they are also going to pay him back his money, and they are going to tell him that they're trying to expand. Now, of course, at first he feels like, look, like y'all can't be trying to step on my toes and stuff like that, but Meech explains to him the situation and Ty is cool with it. Now, I do just want to travel back just a second because I think it is important to mention that when Goldie was talking to Bmckie, she did have to school him a little bit because he did get out of pocket and out of hand, and I really enjoyed that particular part, y'all. So anyway, y'all, back to this whole Ty Washington situation. Now, Meech and Terry are going to end up staying with Ty for the night, and they are going to end up talking him into going to Magic City. Now, not only that, but they also need his help in finding somebody to actually kill Bmckie because, Terry is just not willing to let this go. Now, while they are out at Freaknik, at some point, they are going to have an interaction with this guy named Ramsey, I believe his name is, and Ramsey is going to get into it with Meech after Meech pulls one of the PA boys off of this chick who he was pushing all up on and being hella aggressive, and Meech has to try to get him in line, but of course he not gonna let old boy jump on him or anything. He just trying to keep everything chill and he don't want nobody fighting or anything like that. But of course this dude didn't take it like that, so you already know there was a target right from the jump. So anyway, y'all, he is going to end up checking old boy, and then he tells him like, look, you cannot kick me out, and then Sterl steps up and is like, but I can. So old boy ends up getting kicked out, and that is what it is. Now, once these guys get to Magic City, they are going to meet up with Goldie, and Goldie is going to put them on to a realtor who is going to end up helping them out as far as trying to find some locations for them so that they can expand out into Atlanta. Now, we are also going to see that Ramsey is going to be at the club as well, and when he hears that they're trying to expand out into Atlanta, he's going to go off, and at that point you're going to see that whole situation that escalated at the Freaknik is going to brew over into the club as well. Now, as everybody is trying to get up out the club and they're getting ready to leave, we are going to see that the guy that they actually hired to kill Bmckie is right there about to shoot, but Ramsey starts shooting instead, and so he doesn't really get a chance to shoot at Bmckie, but Bmckie has peeped all of this out from the jump. He remembers seeing the guy talking to Terry earlier, and he knows that the guy was pulling out a gun and was about to aim for him. So there's that situation. But one of the most saddest parts of this entire episode was when your boy Ty Washington died, because we all know that Meech promised that he would bring him home, but unfortunately he didn't do so. So he had to take that necklace back to his wife, who was played by Young Miami, by the way. Now, we all know that death is a part of the game, and although it is sad that Ty Washington had to die, we all know that this is going to be an opportunity for Meech and Terry now that Ty Washington is no longer in the picture. Now, last but not least, is probably one of the most explosive situations of this particular episode, and that is when Terry is standing out on the rooftop and Bmckie is there, and he's saying that he's not meant for all of this, that he just wants to be about the business, but he's not with all of this other stuff that came with it. it. And then Bmckie actually goes off and tells him, like, look, you tried to have me killed, and he pulls a gun on him. Now, while he's pulling the gun on him, Meech is coming up behind him, pulling the gun on him. Now, Bmckie is going to say a few things that I personally didn't agree with. He's going to say, I did everything for you. I killed for you, but you also snitched. And if we are to be completely real, although Bmckie never gave up very much information, it is that one thing that he did that could have possibly put Meech behind bars. When he went to set him up, if Meech had not have gotten that plot for Kato and his mom, would Bmckie have continued on with selling Meech those drugs, or would he have had a change of mind? In my opinion, I feel like it would have been a done deal. I felt like it was at a point of no return until he saw what Meech had done for him. And I feel like in that moment, that's what changed his mind. So I personally still don't think that Bmckie is a stand-up dude. And I don't think that he deserves the grace that Meech has given him time and time again, all the way starting from that point when he told him not to kill J-Mo, and yet he still killed him. He told him to get rid of that gun that he killed both J-Mo and Kato with, yet he still kept the gun. He lied about the Lamar situation and was helping Kato when he knew that Kato was already in cahoots with Lamar. I mean, there was just so many things that Bmckie did wrong at this point that I don't think that he deserved to be a part of BMF any longer. I don't think he deserved to be given his own territory, to be his own boss, like all of that stuff. I just feel like Bmckie was bad for business. But at the end of the day, this is Meech's friend. This is his homeboy. He didn't want to lose another brother. He wasn't trying to kill anyone else. Like, this isn't what he wanted to do. So I get it. I get that part of it. I understand it, but I just don't think it was the right move. But it is what it is. Maybe this time around your boy Bmckie will do what he's supposed to do. Now, Meech does tell them that they need to get rid of the person who's trying to break up their family, which is Brian. Now, while he's saying this, of course, Terry is getting a phone call from Markeisha, and she's telling him that Boom has just been arrested. Now, typically, it wouldn't be an issue that Boom is getting arrested, but Terry knows that Detective Bryant has those photos of him and Markeisha together, and this will probably cause Boom to flip. Now, for the life of me, I ain't never understood how somebody take an oath to the game and still end up snitching on somebody because your girl was sleeping with somebody else. Like, bruh, that don't even make no sense to me. But it is what it is, and we all know that this is going to be a problem for the fellas, so they just got all types of stuff going on with them, and Bryant seems to be at the center of a lot of their Detroit problems, y'all. So anyway, y'all, that is what's up with BMF Season 2, Episode 9. Let me know what you thought about Meech and Terry and all the shenanigans that they had going on out in Hot Atlanta. Go ahead and get the conversation started down below. Meanwhile, if you like this video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl's channel. Turn on those notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future BMF videos. Now, I did a short video about Detective Jen and Brian and what they had going on in Episode 9 as well. If you want to take a look at that, go ahead and check that out here. Until next time, guys, peace.